What's up and welcome back to another video. I'm Bandit Barney, bringing you everything you need to know about Red Dead Online. If you enjoy this video, subscribe. Don't do it now. At the end of the video, if you haven't subscribed already and you end up enjoying the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. But let's dive in. And we're diving in today about Rockstar failing. And what is it that they're failing? Well, I think it's probably on your mind already, which is that Rockstar hasn't said anything to us for 4 weeks now or so. No, scratch that. They have said something to us. They told us crafting tips. So let's back up a little bit and we'll just start at the beginning, and I'll kind of lay out this what's happened so far and why it is that Rockstar is failing so bad. Mainly with communicating with the community on what's going on. That when the online beta was released, we steady had a update or either like an actual patch update or an update from the devs about acknowledging what was going on. The first thing that happened was the economy. When the game was released, was garbage, and there was outrage among the community about it, and the devs over at Rockstar responded. They said, we understand that the economy's messed up. We're working on a patch to fix this. Within a week, they had fixed the economy. Gotten a big balance patch out for it. And then the week after that, they came out with another patch and fixed some bug fixes here and there. And then a week after that, so the first 3 weeks that the online beta was released, Rockstar was actively communicating with the community, talking, responding, and getting out patches. But then things kind of hit the fan when in patch 1.05, this was the update, the last update that Red Dead Online has gotten, where Rockstar addressed some disconnect issues, and they released a patch to help with disconnect issues. They haven't responded or reacted to the community with either an update or just communication since then. And we still have disconnect issues. In fact, in this gameplay, I'm recording just enough for this video, so like 20 minutes of footage, and 10 minutes in, I get disconnected right before I can sell my things to the butcher. So they put out a patch to fix an issue, didn't end up getting fixed, and this isn't anything new. Like, it's not like, oh, now people are starting to get disconnected again after a few weeks after the patch. No, I've heard comments from you guys that as soon as that 1.05 patch came out, the disconnect issues weren't fixed for you. Now, to be fair, it did fix some of the issues, but they're still there. And going beyond that, so we got that 1.05 update, and then after that was really that holiday season, the 2 weeks, Christmas there, New Year's there, and over this time, Rockstar released a ton of tweets and content, not super heavy content, but like content for GTA Online, different things to wear, different cars, and things like that. So they released a bunch of content for GTA Online and nothing for Red Dead Online. Now, I'm not necessarily frustrated with that, and I don't think necessarily the community should be frustrated with that either. I think the issue here is that they release all this content for GTA Online, right, which was their older game, and they're not giving up on it. I don't expect them to give up on it with Red Dead Online. I don't expect that. But the first thing they say when they start to address the Red Dead Online community is this tweet right here. But it just makes me laugh. It just makes me laugh. In the Red Dead Online beta, crafting and cooking can grant you access to a variety of items to help boost your stats and increase your chances of survival on the frontier. For tips on recipes, cooking, foraging, and more, visit the Rockstar Newswire. So they're not addressing any issues that the community has as far as disconnects, more content, anything like that. Here's the tips video. Well, these are things that YouTubers have uploaded either with the campaign or some of us in the online. Hey, herb gathering locations and stuff like this. But I'm glad that Rockstar is on top of it and is letting us all know, hey, here's the guide, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a crafting guide. So we click on this link and or, you know what? Let's dive into the subtweets first. We just look at some of the tweets that people have responding to this. We have someone here saying, when we asked for more focus on online, we meant more content, not tweets. And then another one, maybe you should make a crafting recipe to craft new content. Which I think we can agree. That's where we're kind of all at. We want new content. Now, the first tweet I don't necessarily agree with, because I would like my developer to communicate with the community. Now, I don't mean that you need to have constant updates all the time, but acknowledge that the issues are still there. Rockstar hasn't acknowledged that there's still disconnect issues in the game. They still haven't acknowledged that after their most recent update. And the communication is a huge factor. Just communicate with us a little bit more. They did a great job in the first 3 weeks. Where'd it go? So let's click on that link. If you click on that link that Rockstar gives you with their tweet, dude, it's just it's a joke. It's like 2 paragraphs about recipes, cooking, foraging, weapons, and ammo. All extremely basic information. I can understand if this tweet would be geared towards, or this link would be geared towards new players that have just recently gotten the game on Christmas, and they want to let them know some information about that. But this tweet, or when you click on the link for this, this article was published on December 14th. They're just retweeting their shit. There's nothing new here. This is super basic information that they released it for when we first got the online, and now they're releasing it again for people that have gotten the online again, for new people that got it during Christmas. Just silly. So there's that. And then we have the second tweet from them. So we don't hear from them in like 2-3 weeks regarding content or Red Dead Online. Just regarding Red Dead Online. We don't hear from them for 2-3 weeks, maybe even 4. And then their next thing is that the more you use a particular weapon, the more familiar it becomes, with benefits like improved reload speed. Check out some quick Red Dead Online beta combat tips for outlaws and gunslingers of all types, including pointers on ability cards. Really? Really? Some responses to that tweet. I would love to play, but I wish I could stop disconnecting. But that doesn't help with the disconnect error. That is still a major bug. Fix that first and foremost. Yo, what is going on here? Like, what is going on here? Rockstar is not acknowledging this issue that a lot of players are still having. 10 minutes into the footage that I record for you, it happens right when I'm talking to the Butcher. Like, this is still an active issue in the game, and a big one. When most developers have an issue with players disconnecting their game, one of 2 things happens. They either tweet out a response letting people know that they are aware that the issues are still occurring and they are actively working on it really hard to fix it. They give the impression that, hey, we have people here working extra hours to help fix this issue because we know that that's not how you guys enjoy our game. Or they point you to the PlayStation or Xbox servers that are currently having issues, and the issue is that not that you can't play the developer's game, but that you rather can't log into PSN or Xbox Live. So one of those 2 things is like the standard book. You open the book, how to be a good developer, how to make great games for your community. It's like rule 2 or 3. It's in the top 10 rules, right? Nothing from Rockstar. They acknowledged it initially, and then since then have just been like, hey, you know what? I don't know. I don't know. They haven't said anything. Now, what kind of sign is this? I've mentioned in the past that it's my belief that Rockstar isn't giving us, like, when all that GTA content came out over the holiday season and we didn't get really anything for Red Dead Online, it was my belief that, hey, there's big changes coming to Red Dead Online. GTA is already an established game, and they're able to add cosmetic things here and there to make it funner around the holiday season, really theme it. Red Dead, however, is this game online that has just been released, and they have big changes coming, and the teams are busy working on those massive changes and updates. There's not a lot of manpower to put out like a Christmas gun skin or something like that. Here's the disconnect. it was my opinion that, you know, it wasn't bad that we didn't get all those little cosmetic things or anything holiday themed outside of, you know, some people playing the piano in saloons, playing the Jingle Bells song, right? So I wasn't frustrated about that, and I don't think you should be either. But it does say something when a developer releases a game in beta, and then they don't have that active open line of communication with the community. I think this is more important in beta than anywhere else. You release a game in beta, like, what's the purpose of beta, right? What's the purpose of beta is that you can push the updates out faster. You let people know that, hey, the game isn't completely ready. We're still not in the final stages. Yo, so listen to what people are saying. And even if you are listening, let's say Rockstar is listening, right? Because their MO back in the GTA Online days, I mean, it's still a game, but back in the prime of that game, their MO was not active communication between the community. Their MO was creating great pieces of content and putting it in the game. So I get it. Okay, cool. Like, it's an MO that did create a absolutely phenomenal and stunning experience in game. But that was 5-6 years ago. Like, that was a long time ago. Now, the industry has improved, and it's important you keep up. 6 years ago, companies weren't as good as communicating with their community. Social media wasn't as big as it is nowadays. Now with social media being massive and there being so much communication among community members about things that are right and wrong with games, game developers have engaged that and have become a part of that communication, and communities love it. Communities love it. It works great. Right? Like, it started out so well when the beta released, and for 3 weeks we were getting active communication from them. They were talking to us about things. We were getting updates weekly for bug fixes and changes, and then it's like we hit a wall. And all of a sudden, everything that's been learned over the last 5-6 years about game development and the communities around them just went down the drain. Where is this now? Why is Rockstar failing us? After 3 weeks of not saying anything to us in the community, still having the issues that they're letting the developer know of, Rockstar brings out a tips video on how, hey, just so you know, you can get time and put it on meat so it works better, it gives you more health or whatever, right? Get some mint and cook it on your steaks. Yo, what are you talking about? Like, it's just the person in class that talks about something completely irrelevant to the subject matter, and everyone kind of looks around at each other like, yo, what is Jimmy saying? Where has his head been, dude? Like he solved the problem in math, or you were working on 2 weeks ago. And then he's like, oh, aha, has an aha moment, and he figured it all out. It's like, yo, we're way past that. We're so far past that now. Where have you been? And this is kind of the feeling that I'm getting with Rockstar. It started out so well. Where's it gone? Where is the communication? I don't expect you guys to give us weekly updates in game. Like, I don't expect weekly game patches and updates. But come on. A weekly communication, you know, once a week, talking with the community, acknowledging things that people are having issues. The communication is important. We've grown as a society. Social media has grown us so much. You have the ability and the opportunity to communicate with us. Do it. Let us know, hey, we still realize that people are having disconnect issues. We're working on it. Let me know what you guys think about this, man. Like, that's my standpoint. I would like to have them at least talk to us once a week. Let us know. Your game's in beta, dude. Like, your game's in beta. Low on content. At the least you can do is have one guy spend 10 minutes to write a tweet out and talk to us, you know? Like, that's the least you could do. How do you guys feel about this? I think there's two real sides you can take to this. The side that I just described, Or you could take the side that, hey, you know what? Rockstar did so well with GTA Online. And it's true. They nailed it. They did so well with GTA Online. And they're, to some degree, most degree, acting the same way they did with GTA Online. They've never been the developer to open that line of communication, that pipeline, much longer than like a fishing line, right? That the community can kind of tug on and let them know where they want to go. But they've never picked up the phone and, you know, opened up that line of communication. Maybe it's not important that they do. They nailed it with GTA. They're gonna nail it with Red Dead Online, and I don't think that they're not gonna nail it, right? Like but it would be nice to have that communication. So you let me know where you're at, man. If it doesn't bother you at all, if you're like, dude, come on, man, we're still having disconnect issues. What's going on here? Appreciate your time and the support you guys are giving the channel. Thank you so much. Like I said, if you enjoyed this video or the content on the channel, make sure to subscribe, man. We would really appreciate it. Thank you. Take care and hope to see you in the next one.